Up next, viewers, we're getting some more images from Zhytomyr now. These are visuals of an aftermath of a strike that took place in Zhytomyr. Now, this region exactly is located in just west of Kiev and really goes to show the kind of damage, in fact, the Russian troops, in fact, are also doing. And Niranjan also joins us on the broadcast. Niranjan, now we see a little west of Kiev where the Russian troops are also targeting, and now these are visuals of an aftermath of a strike that took place in Zhytomyr.
Yes, that's another aftermath video that's come into our newsroom. But going back to the big story of the day of a nuclear reactor being hit and the global reactions coming into that, I want to go back to the pictures of what happened earlier today as Russia struck the #1 nuclear power plant in Europe, the biggest power plant in terms of capacity. I'll go back to those pictures that came in. A fire at Europe's biggest nuclear plant ignited by Russian shelling. It's now extinguished, and Russian forces have taken control of that site. That's the video of earlier today in Enerhodar. And I'm staying with those pictures. The regulator, Ukraine's state nuclear regulator, has said that no changes have been spotted in radiation levels. It also said that staff is studying the site to check for other damage to the compartment of reactor #1 at the Zaporizhia plant in the city of Enerhodar. The regulators of nuclear power noting in a statement that importance of maintaining the ability to cool nuclear fuel, saying the loss of such ability could lead to an accident even worse than the 1986 Chernobyl accident, the world's worst nuclear disaster, or the 2011 Fukushima meltdown in Japan. It also noted that there is a storage facility for spent nuclear fuel at the site, though there has been no sign that that facility was hit by shelling. So it's a full-blown nuclear radiation threat, but the damage is still being assessed. Radiation levels normal, but in about 90 minutes we're expecting a news conference. So I'd like to go across to Saurabh Shukla, also joining us on the broadcast. Saurabh, in 2 minutes, if you can give us your analysis of how you see the world reacting to this attack on a nuclear power plant. It's very, 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 very serious.
Absolutely, Niranjan. I'm really concerned about nuclear, the cause of, the danger of spread of nuclear radiation here. And IAEA must send inspectors on the ground immediately, because, that's of a bigger concern. And this reactor is Europe's biggest reactor. Forget the economic impact on Ukraine. It's the danger of radiation leaking out, and obviously the Russians have hit it. Even if some kind of a radiation leak is there, they may not accept in front of the world, but IAEA is duty bound to make sure that their inspectors are there, because this is of a larger cause of concern, because this impacts the entire Europe, because this reactor is the largest in Europe. And we know that in the past, in Ukraine, there has been a biggest, global nuclear disaster in Chernobyl. Certainly, the world cannot afford yet another nuclear disaster, and this will be the element of war of this Ukraine invasion, which can really impact a large number of people. So this is serious indeed. Obviously, we will only get to know once these independent inspectors are on the ground, and I think this is of paramount importance, because I would like to tell your viewers here that this is something, this can have an impact over entire Europe. Certainly, the countries in the neighborhood and the international community cannot overlook this fact. Niranjan?
Yeah. Thank you for that, Saurabh. Let's tell you that there's another quick news update coming in. I just want to stay with the details that we received a few minutes back. In fact, let's go back to the pictures of the plant. You had the CCTV footage of the strike on the plant. I'll play out the CCTV footage to our producers. I'm just pulling that up. The CCTV footage. I'm just pulling the CCTV footage up and telling you more about what the extent of damage that is being reported right now. Russian army has taken control of the nuclear power plant. Operational crew overseeing the state of power units and ensuring that they are operating safely in compliance with technological regulations. Construction of the nuclear reactor of power unit #1 has been damaged, although this has no impact on the power unit's safety. Let's play out a report and we'll come back and tell you more.